Okay, this is video number 4. It should be a little bit shorter than some of the other videos, especially if I can keep myself from being too long-winded or too long, too wordy. So I start out here by pointing out, as I did at the beginning of video number 3, that there are 3 kinds of quizzes in my Music 2301, 2302. There are special quizzes, practice quizzes, and real quizzes, or real tests. So there, in this video, number 4, we're going to concentrate on real quizzes, real tests. I'm just trying to show on this page how the real quizzes and the real tests are definitely the most important determinant of your grade. That is, when you add up all the numbers on this page, you can see that the real tests and real quizzes taken together are worth 65% of your grade. I don't show on this page the practice quiz average or the lockdown check quiz, introductory quiz, and the signature assignment. Those are important too, but since this video is all about the real quizzes and real tests, I wanted to show how those are really the most important determinant of your grade. Okay, now there are certain characteristics. In fact, I'm going to read through eight different characteristics of the real quizzes and real tests. The real quizzes and real tests are based on the reading assignments in the textbook, in the e-book. That was also true of the practice quizzes, you remember. Those are based upon the assignments in the e-book. However, point number 2 here on this page says that the real quizzes and real tests are not exactly the same, word for word, as the practice quizzes. This is something I hope you'll keep in mind. The real quizzes and real tests are based on the same material as the practice quizzes, but they're not. The questions aren't exactly the same, word for word. So be sure to try to understand the idea behind the practice quizzes when you work on those practice quizzes, not just memorizing each question and the answer, but to get the idea. You see, sometimes I can take a multiple choice question and just pull out one answer and make it true or false. Or sometimes I can combine 2 multiple choice into 1 multiple choice. Things like that on the test, I mean. The real test and real quiz might have altered questions that were altered from the practice questions. All right, the next point on this page is that multiple tries are not available with the real quizzes and real tests. You can't take them over and over. You only get 1 try for each real test or real quiz. When you finish a quiz, I should have said here, when you finish a real quiz or a real test, you can see your score, but you can't see any of the questions. Number 5, during a real quiz and a real test, you can only see 1 question at a time. And you cannot scroll back and forth, up and down through a real quiz or a real test. And finally, the real quizzes and real tests are timed tests. You must finish a real quiz in 1 hour and a real test in 2 hours. And the last point here is that each real quiz and real test will be removed from the blackboard on the date on which it's due. In other words, after the due date, the real quizzes and real tests do not remain on the blackboard for the rest of the semester. So that's about it. That's video number 4. There's one more video I hope you'll watch. It's called Bach Rocks. Thank you for watching.